So we're having lunch at the Arts Hotel in Barcelona. Jason Mercier, how are you?
I'm great. Just hanging out, enjoying Barcelona.
Yeah. What do you think of this? Is this one of the best places in Europe, you think?
Definitely one of the best places in Europe. It's for sure my favorite EPT stop.
Is it?
Yeah. I mean, the weather is just, you can't beat it, you know? I mean, it reminds me of the place where I grew up, you know, which is Miami area, Fort Lauderdale area. So, I mean, right now, the sun's out, there's no clouds in the sky. It's perfect weather to go to the pool, go to the beach, relax.
I know PokerStars has arranged different kind of hotels. We've been at the Pullman before, the Skipper, now we're at Arts. Yeah. What do you think of this place? This is pretty awesome.
I mean, it's pretty amazing. You know, right now, to paint a picture for you guys,
we can show.
Yeah, I mean,
should we try to show?
There's the pool is right behind us, and if you walk downstairs, you're about 100 yards from the beach.
Yeah.
And,
it's like.
Yeah, I mean, the hotel is one of the nicest ones that I've stayed at in Europe.
Yeah. It's
definitely a great location.
Excellent. Now, it's actually day 2 now at the main event, and you're sitting here.
Yeah.
Which is usually not a good sign.
Yeah.
What happened?
I played day 1A. Just couldn't really get anything going. I was between 20 and 40,000 all day. Ended with 19,000, and I busted on the second hand today. Ace King against Queens against Mickey Peterson.
Okay.
Everything was kind of just standard. Didn't really feel like I got anything going on day 1, and you know, that's gonna happen sometimes.
Of course. It's nothing strange with that. You played the 50K, right?
Yeah, I played the 50K. Was kind of deep in that event. Got knocked out 10th and 7 spots paid, so that was a little harder to handle than you know, the main event. But you know, I felt like I played well, and just kind of a bunch of us were short and kind of busted on a standard hand.
Yeah. All right. Now this is the start of the season 10 of the EPT. I mean, what year was the first EPT you played? When was that?
This 2008. Yeah. At the end of 2008, I played the PCA and then played San Remo and Monte Carlo, and San Remo was the tournament that I ended up winning.
Yeah. So that was a good start to it. Do you have track of how many EPTs you played?
I don't know. It's something that I could go back and figure out.
Yeah.
So I might actually do that relatively soon, because I'd like to know how many I've played of all these things. EPT events, WPTs, and whatnot. So I would guess that I've probably played around 20, 25 maybe. Probably closer to 20. I'm not too sure.
Is there like there's different tours now, and some new ones came up. There's Asia and so on. Is there something special with EPT that you like specifically?
Well, EPT is like, you know, where I got my start, and you know, there's each event has like its own unique feel to it, and it's like a festival. It's almost like a party. So I really enjoy coming to these events, and you know, I'm gonna play most, if not all, of the EPT events for this season, since there's only like 6, and they're like major festivals with high roller events and whatnot. So it actually it's very suitable for a player like me that wants to play the big main events and the high roller events.
Yeah. There's high roller events to every stop now, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's at least like a 10K at every stop, high roller event.
A few 50Ks.
Yeah, and a few 50 or 100K buy-ins. So that's great.
Well, that's good. What do you think? I mean, there's quite a big difference between Europeans and Americans in some areas. Do you think you like the European way of life of the people here and so on, and compared to home?
Yeah, I mean, I don't have any problems with how Europeans live. I mean, you know, it's definitely a different vibe, but each country has its own unique feel. You know, I mean, you come to Barcelona, it's much different than going to London or Prague or whatever. So it's I almost don't really see it as like European way of life. I see each country,
you're right,
as different, or each city even.
Yeah, there's a lot of players, I don't know, that tries to get outside the hotels and the playing areas. What kind of guy are you? Do you like mostly stay in and play?
I mean, over the last 5 years, I've been such a grinder, playing so many events, and now I'm starting to travel a little more, or experience the travel a little more, and I'm not playing all the small side events anymore, and going to take a lot more time to actually experience the cities and enjoy my vacation.
Yeah. So what is there that interests you? Is it like going to the beach, or you went on a boat tour today, right?
Yeah, I went on a boat today with a few other team pros. Daniel came, and Liv Bory, Jonathan Duhamel, and then a few other friends of mine. So that was a lot of fun. It wasn't really like anything special. We just went out on a boat and basically went out for about an hour and a half on the water and toured around, looked at all the buildings.
Did you go in the water?
No, we didn't have that much time because we tried to fit it in before the beginning of day 2.
Of course.
So, but yeah, I'm thinking about possibly going on the jet skis tomorrow, or I don't know, doing something.
Is it okay, the water temperature here for you think?
I haven't even been yet because I played the 50K for the first 2 days I was here, and then the main event, and I've been doing a lot of interviews and stuff for PokerStars. So, but tomorrow I have a full day off, and
so anyone asking for an interview tomorrow is a no.
I've tried to squeeze everything in the last few days so that I'll have some time now and be able to relax tonight and tomorrow.
Yeah, sounds good. So I heard you're sort of getting. What else is interesting you? Are you starting to work out a bit more than you used to?
Yeah, I'm trying to get in a lot better of shape. Playing so much poker, so many hours and weird hours, a lot of times you just can't have a regular workout routine.
Of course.
So I'm trying to get a regular sleep schedule, where I go to bed at some time before 4 a.m., and I don't stay up for 30 hours at a time playing poker. And so, that's kind of the plan for now. I've been working out a lot when I'm in Florida.
You work out on your own, or do you have a PT or something?
I've actually been playing a lot of sports. So like I played basketball or racquetball are the two main ones that I mostly play, and then I'm also trying to get back into soccer, which I played my whole life until I was 18. And just kind of do whatever, fun activities, even if it's like throwing a football on the beach, it's
just moving.
That's way more fun to me than lifting weights.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
So, but I might start getting into that if I get some more time and feel like I need to tone up a bit or something like that.
Is that important to you? You think would it be important for you to have a good body, or is it just the physical healthiness?
Yeah, it's mostly about the health. I've started to try to watch what I eat as well, and eat more healthy things. I'm not just gonna go to McDonald's or something like that, which I used to do, when I was younger. So I'm trying to eat well and work out a lot more and get ready for life.
Of course. I mean,
be in good shape.
Have you seen any, backlashes? Any bad effects from the lifestyle, the grinding lifestyle? A few years ago, I used to get sick a lot. There was 1 year where I think maybe 4 years ago I got sick maybe 6 times in the same year. Yeah. Really? What kind of?
Like tonsillitis, or just the common cold, or the flu, or whatever, and that takes a toll on your body. So I haven't gotten sick probably in about a year or two now.
Nice.
And I feel a lot better. I feel a lot more healthy, and I played a lot of of poker during the summer. You know, I was playing insane hours. After I busted the main event, I played a bunch of 30-hour sessions, which were very, very draining on my body, and it took a while to recover once I went back to Florida. You know, I was sleeping all weird hours, and you know, that was basically the last straw for me, realizing that you know, I can't do this to myself anymore.
Poker rehab.
Yeah, exactly. I slept for 25 hours straight.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I never heard anyone sleep that long.
Yeah,
really?
it was crazy.
But when you're talking about the 30 hours sessions, is it a lot of Chinese poker and stuff?
Yeah, I played a ton of Chinese. After I busted the main event, I stayed in Vegas for 10 days and played a ton of open face. Until basically I wasn't in the games anymore, or, you know, the games kind of broke up, and and then I flew back to Florida.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah. I mean, I talked to some people about the Chinese game, and they say, is it you and Sean Deeb that have the highest? Would you say?
I would say that me and Sean Deeb are two of the best. But there's a lot of good players that play open face, and you know, there's a lot of different variations now. You know, whether you're playing crisscross, heads up, or pineapple, and you know, there's so many different ways to play, and the game's constantly evolving. So, you know, I might have been the best player 2 months ago, and now I'm like 15th. Johnny Lawden's in the house now.
How are you?
Very good. Watching you guys.
Yeah.
What's up, superstar?
Life's good. We have. Yeah.
Did you go on the boat?
Yeah, we went for an hour and a half. It was nice, yeah. Relaxing.
Relax. Enjoying life as always.
Yeah.
Money just keep coming in anyway.
No main event for you then?
No.
Busto? Do you want to play a sport or something tomorrow or tonight or something? Volleyball, soccer?
We just went for volleyball.
Volleyball, yeah.
We just played.
I have a volleyball. I want to play.
You have a volleyball?
Yeah.
You can play whenever you want.
Okay, I'll text you.
But I'm playing the Tuesday at 8 or 9.
I mean, I'll play now, or like in a little bit after this.
Oh, we just finished. We've been on the beach since 12.
So you're worn out?
No, they're really bad. But we need someone that can play a little.
I'm good.
You're good?
I mean, I'm not. I don't know how good you are, but
good. But
I'm probably better than you if you say you're
terrible.
not good.
Yeah.
He can play.
Yeah.
No, you're too old, maybe.
I don't know. I used to play, I mean, once a week in a team, but I was.
Swede, he's good. Every Swede is good in every ball.
Yeah.
Hey, Swede.
Yeah. See you around.
All right, yeah, I'll text
All right.
you, buddy.
Yeah. That would be nice. Volleyball is fun.
Yeah, I love volleyball.
Yeah, we were talking about Chinese poker.
Oh, yeah.
No,
Yeah, the game is just constantly evolving, you know? Just like any form of poker. You can be on the top, and then a year later, you're no longer on the top.
but I mean, what's the fascinating bit is there is so much to learn about it, and so many different ways to play it and so on. Mm-hmm. But what is it? Is it? Of course, it's good if you're good in something. Like if you're very good at it, and you can win a lot of money from it. But it's also the challenge, isn't it?
Exactly. A game like that where it sparks so much interest in, you know, in the poker community. Everyone's trying to figure it out as fast as possible and get very good as fast as possible. So, if you're able to be above the curve, you know, then it's good for you to play games, and you can make a lot of money doing so.
Were you playing at the Aria this summer? That's where you played, right?
Yeah, that's where we play. That's where I played for pretty much 10 days straight.
Yeah, I walked by there once the day before I left Vegas, and I saw, let's see, Sean Deeb and you. I think Phil Ivey was there watching.
Yeah, Phil Ivey was watching.
And
I think he was betting a little bit, gambling on who was going to win and stuff like that.
Who else was sitting there?
Gus Hansen?
Yeah, Gus was playing, of course, and Theo was there with him. I know. Yeah. So that was good sessions for you.
Yeah, I did fairly well. Recovered most of the losses that I had during the summer
Nice.
on the tournaments and whatnot. And yeah, it actually made me think about, you know, the games were so big. It felt a little silly at playing all those small tournaments that I played throughout the summer, but I had a lot of action on bracelet bets, so I felt like I really needed to try and win one.
Those bracelets, is that something that would mean a lot to you? I mean, when it comes to winning bracelets, how do you rank that? You know what I mean?
Sure. I mean, I wouldn't say it's the most important thing in my life, but you know, for sure, it's something that I'm trying to do. You know, I have 2 already, and was really hoping that I could win a 3rd one last year and this year now. But unfortunately, it didn't work out. But there's World Series Europe right around the corner.
I mean, one of the ways to have a bigger shot at winning a bracelet is, of course, to improve in the mixed games. Playing the RAS event with maybe 150 guys or whatever, you know.
Sure.
Is that something you practice on?
Yeah, I mean, I play the mixed games all the time. Whenever I'm playing online, that's the only thing that I play. Usually is mixed game cash. Or like, you know, the mixed game scoop or W Coop events.
Yeah.
And also I play mixed games live cash, Aria, Bellagio, or, you know, wherever a game arises, whether it's Paris, Australia, and whatnot.
If you would to be, of course it depends on the opposition, who you're playing against, if you want to be super smart about it. But let's say you would design a game, a mixed game, with random good players. What games would that contain to suit you perfect, that you would prefer? For fun and good value for you, you know?
I would like to have PLO, Raz, triple draw, maybe a Badusi or a Badesi, Badoogie, Omaha 8 or better. Probably stud 8 or better. Yeah, we can end there.
That would be nice.
Yeah, that would be a nice mix for me.
Is there a game that someone would prefer to play against you? The one that you're not that happy with?
People have said that they think that I'm bad at triple draw, but I think I'm good. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I played triple draw at the highest stakes there is, and you know, had some big swings. So, and it's a small sample size, so I'm not too sure if I'm the worst or the best or somewhere in between.
Yeah. There is one, I think I played 10 game a little bit online and also live. The Deuce to 7 single or no limit. Isn't that the sickest game of all? How do you like that game?
I really like that game, but I think it's much better played for a tournament, actually.
Right.
Just because it reminds me so much of, like, you know, no limit hold'em, where when you get deep in a tournament, there's like inflection points where guys are short and they have to shove or fold.
Right.
You know?
There's no game left. It's just less.
But it's like reshipping stacks. You know what I mean? Like where guys have 20 big blinds and whatnot. So I think it's actually a pretty pure tournament form, you know, for a game. And you know, a cash game, when you're playing super deep, there's just like, there's so much, like, you have to hit the brakes so much.
Yeah.
Like, even if you have an 8, you know, a pad 8 pre, you know, you don't want to get in 500 big blinds, you know. No. It's almost like when you have kings and hold'em, you know.
Right, I know.
It's
almost like you should have a cap game when you play those.
Yeah.
In a mixed game.
I like cap game a lot better for no limit single draw.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. Do you know Sean Deeb well?
Yeah, of course.
Your friends?
Yeah, friendly with him, for sure.
Is he better than you in Chinese?
If you ask him, he'll definitely say he is. I mean, he plays more than me, and I know he's constantly trying to find games and play games and whatnot. So, I mean, yeah, he might be better than me. We'll just leave it at that.
I like that smile. I mean, it's always how are you gonna measure? I mean, maybe you should ask
Sure.
the 20 guys that you played most against. The
Who's
two of
better?
you, who would you choose? You know.
Sure.
But do you know if you're up or down against him in the game?
I think when we played in the same game, 3 or 4-handed, I'm up. But when we battled heads up, he's gotten the better of me.
Okay.
But you know, what can you do?
Yeah. It's a fun game. You think it's going to be around?
It'll definitely be around for, you know, a little bit longer or a few more years or whatnot. But you know, I'm not too sure how long a game can sustain itself if it's potentially solvable.
Yeah.
So, you know, there is some chance that the game gets solved completely by a computer, and then, you know, then it's going to only be able to be played live, and possibly, you know, will reduce the amount of interest in the game.
Of course. Now, one place where we talked about ranks and who's best and so on. The GPI is Alex Dreyfus' baby there, the Global Poker Index. I mean, it becomes more and more recognized and popular since it comes into the EPT now as well, right? Something like that.
Sure.
Yeah. How long time have you been ranked number 1 in that list? Since it started, you know?
I was told the other day actually that I've been number 1 for about 3/4 of the weeks that it's been out, and it's been out for over 2 years now.
Wow.
So yeah, I mean, I'm still number 1 right now, and I'm hoping that I can keep having results and stay on top. But you know, being just in the top 20 or top 10 or, you know, whatever is a good accomplishment for me. So
of course,
I'm hoping I can stay near the top, if not on top.
Of course. Is that something that you keep an eye on? Are you interested in stuff like that? Like, would you go out of your way to have a chance to increase your points and stuff? You know what I mean? I'm
not really gonna change my lifestyle or travel schedule because of the GPI. You know, but I'm gonna play, you know, the tournaments that I want to play, and if I keep having good results, then hopefully I'll keep the spot at number 1.
Yeah.
That's kind of my mentality. I'm not. There's a 2K event today that, you know, I could be playing, and but I'd much prefer to take a few days off and relax at the beach.
Play some volleyball with Lodden, right?
Yeah, play some volleyball with Johnny Lodden.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
All right, so I know you were in a relationship until quite recently, right? How was that? What happened?
Yeah, I was engaged for a little over a year, which you know, we split up about 4 or 5 months ago, and it was something that, you know, I felt like needed to happen in my life, and you know, I feel like I made the right decision, not just for me, but also for, you know, the girl that I was with.
Yeah.
So
it's tough to be together with a poker player, especially the kind you are, that wants to stay in a game and so on, if it's a good game and so on, right?
Sure. Yeah. I mean, it's definitely rough, you know, and it's hard to date a poker player, and it's just there's almost like an internal struggle sometimes between yourself, you know, because you're trying to justify possibly leaving a game because you have plans with your significant other and whatnot. So, you know, you're wondering, okay, should I leave this game? Will she understand if I want to stay? You know, and it's when you're playing so much poker, I feel like it's a lot easier if you're single.
Of course. I mean, a lot of poker players, there's a specific breed, poker players. Is it important to have your alone time? Like, do you think that's important to you? Because some people are they need to be with someone all the time.
Yeah.
But a lot of poker players, I think, needs to be on their own.
Yeah, I actually don't feel like I need to be on my own. Like, now recently I've been just like doing a lot of things, staying very active, and you know, I'm spending most of my time just going from one activity to the next. For example, today I busted the main and just immediately started doing things for PokerStars, and had a free hour, and I went to the beach with Daniel and just laid out there, and you know, did the boating thing this morning, and I'm probably going to go play volleyball after this. So, you know, I like to be very active, and it makes me feel a lot better about, you know, what I'm doing in my life when I'm doing a lot of activities and hanging out with people, and feels like I'm getting a lot out of my time.
Excellent, excellent. Now the next thing that comes up after Barcelona is the W Coupe. Is that, how do you rank the W Coupe when it comes to online play? And are you able to play online these days?
Yeah, I'm able to play online. I'm not sure how many events I'm going to play. I'm planning to probably take 2 separate trips. Probably going to go to Toronto and play a little bit, and then also maybe go to Aruba with some friends and play from there.
Yeah. And then have you checked the schedule? Is that something you would do, and check, I'm going to play these events?
I've looked at the schedule. I have kind of a rough draft of what I'm going to play. The events that I'm really excited about are the 10K High Roller event, which is September 15th. And then also the main event and the 10K 8 game, which are, you know, is the final weekend of it. So I mean, I'm definitely going to play those 2 Sundays, and you know, possibly some other days here and there.
Yeah, when it comes to, I know it's hard to find maybe the motivation, as you say, playing a side event if you're playing high roller events and stuff, right? And then it comes to online. If you would only play one event that are not so expensive at the W Coupe, just for the fun of it, which one would it be?
Probably the 500 Raz event.
The 500 Raz?
Yeah, I really like...
what's up with Raz? Why is that so much fun?
I don't know. I have kind of just a special place for Raz in my heart. I don't know what it is about the game, but I just really like it, and I like playing Raz tournaments, and it's so rare that you get to play them. You know, I play the one at the World Series.
Decent fields as well.
Yeah, exactly. I play the one at the World Series and possibly a scoop and a W Coupe event. So there's really only maybe 2 or 3 Raz tournaments a year that I get to play. So that's one of the ones that I'm probably going to play. I'm looking at, you know, when looking at the schedule.
Yeah, excellent. It was really nice having lunch with you, Jason. And when do I see you next time? Is it London, you think?
Yeah, I'll be in London. I'm going to play the 50K pound event. The first time that they're going to have that big of an event there.
Is it 50K pounds?
50K pounds,
that's
yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah, so really excited about that event. That's going to kick off the EPT London Festival. And then going to play the main, and also probably the high roller, which I think is a 10K buy-in there. And then I'm going to World Series Europe to play probably most of the events there.
Excellent. All right. Well, I'll see you there, and enjoy your stay here in Barcelona.
Appreciate it.